Welcome to your Astro Report. This is the Peace Dealer and Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Holy. I'm not even going to finish that. Wow. Honestly, I can't with you people born after 95. Y'all just have the audacity to have like this ridiculously amazing energy. Please don't think I'm just saying this for reactions. This is a genuine reaction. I don't understand like how. Okay, never mind. Well, I hope you know what I'm looking at here. I really hope you know what I'm looking at here. This is beyond incredible. And yes, it is your 29-degree Capricorn Sun conjunct Neptune in Capricorn. All right, I'm going to share with you this alien construct article. Please check it out. Considering it, I'm going to attach the part of the article that speaks of you being a Neptune power alien. Considering this is the most exact conjunction in your chart, it's beyond profound. Seriously, but I'm not gonna act like you don't already know that. Yeah, as you can see, Neptune power aliens can ascend, be mystical, dance the sacred dance, able to talk to the dead, just mad casually, I can talk to the dead, telepath, you easily access the astral plane, amongst other things. Please understand that this is really generally written for the masses, so you really want to accept that at 29 degrees of Capricorn, the most powerful zodiac sign in astrology, you harness this ability not only more than most, but are you ready? At the absolute, this is so very important, at the absolute peak. What does this mean? This means, that if we were going to grade on a grading and scale the max potential, you are easily one of the most powerful beings in existence. This isn't up for debate. It's fact. The two most powerful zodiac signs are Libra and Cap, and that seems to be your central energies. You're this celestial director goddess of consciousness. Okay, the jig is up. Who are you people? Who are you people born after 95 that are incarnating here? What are y'all here to do? Let's uncover this, because there's no reason why I should be reading this right now. This is beyond incredible. I feel like all right, never mind. Let me focus again. Okay, so we've already established that you have the power to ascend at the highest level. And let me tell you why this is important once again. 29 degrees in astrology is an anaretic degree that literally indicates mastery. So like any planet you have there, you're the best. Like you're at the top. Like there's nothing like beyond it until you go to the next sign or cycle. So I just have to say this again. Like, the reason why this is very important is because you might, especially as a Capricorn woman, you might, and when I say because you got Aquarius, meet some people who disrespect your authority. You ever deal with people who like are not even nearly experienced at what you do as you are? And like they criticize stuff you say and not even think, as if they know what they're talking about, as if they shouldn't, I don't know, defer to your authority because maybe, just maybe, your experience and knowledge, I don't know, might actually be absolute. And I'm just letting you know, you cannot tolerate that under any circumstances. Like, there's a lot of controversial claims I'm gonna make with this chart. I just want you to run with it. Chances are these are things you have already known and experienced. For Libra suns, Cap moons, and Cap suns, Libra moons, especially you, there's something that I want to establish. When we think about rightness, we think about Libra and Capricorn. Libra is aligned with logic, and Capricorn is the evidence of that in integrity. This is why Capricorn is a government system in control that enforces what? The law, Libra. And in that vein, Libra is the 10th house of Capricorn. Wow. So this rightness, your receptivity to logic and rightness of character, and you bearing the spirit of mastered directive cardinal action. This is literally the level of integrity and power to where, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Everything, and I mean everything that you say is right. And this is why it's controversial, because someone like you is going to just mercilessly trigger people. And, like, considering how deluded or not in the know many people are, it might seem the opposite. You might be made to feel like you don't know anything, and like even though science literally says that your awareness is unmatched. Okay, I'm not making this up. You've experienced this, and you can literally ascend at the highest level. Imagine you're at the top of the mountain, and you can ascend like Jesus. Literally like Jesus. Oh my God. So, yeah, everything you say is right. This is a superpower. I just want to be clear. Like, this is so much of a superpower. If you wanted to, you could just warp reality. You could just be like, you know what? I think I want the sky to be blue. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Wait until you have your Saturn return. Wait until you have your Saturn return. It will not be crazy. In fact, I can imagine that all you Pluto and Sagittariuses are literally here to lead the revolution. Like, if you think about the open expression of supernatural abilities, that starts with y'all. I mean, I'm a part of it. We're paving the way, and the ones before us paved the way. But Pluto, Scorpio, Neptune, Uranus, and Cap, we have this like subtle, sneaky way of doing it super subtly. Y'all don't. Y'all have the audacity to be super psychic openly, knowing that most people don't even see or understand it. I really don't understand it. I really don't get, like, I hope people in the past used to be murdered or experimented on for even like breaking the norms of society. People were called freaks, witches, and y'all just have the nerve to just be openly psychic and just go against all the traditional findings of science. It is what it is. I wish somebody could feel my pain. Like, it sounds like I'm being sarcastic. I'm really not, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try not to be as cheeky. This chart is once again like beyond incredible. So very, very interested in what legacy you're going to leave when you come into your Saturn return. We do see that your MC squares Saturn. MC, of course, denoting legacy and career, and your Saturn representing karma, which means the work ethic and karma with which you exert clashes fundamentally with your career path. And clashes are actually good. A lot of people fear squares and oppositions when they are ultimately always better than trines and sextiles, because you need that friction. This is why a lot of married couples have the worst aspects. Are they the worst? No, they're challenging. And when aspects are challenging, unlike a trine or a sextile where you can just enjoy the luxury and the easy flowing of it, squares require you to kind of deal with challenges now. Let's just say, like, you heard a knock. That's a square, and you have to address the square, stop the knock. And so you have energies of the same state but different element, of course, in cardinal signs, is literally like tug of war. And let's kind of explain the dynamic of this. That square with Saturn and your moon is definitely going to denote the passionate gravity and seriousness you hold space and exert towards others, whereas you're seen more as a compassionate public figure. And like some people may get it twisted, like, oh, she's kind, she's intelligent, she's nice, and they don't even know, like, if it comes down to it, you will cut a bitch. Like, you can turn gangster. I think people just see you're very proper, you know what I mean? You're highly intelligent, you know how to communicate. I don't think people think you're a pushover as much as you're intimidating, but because you can give someone a death stare and like they'll get it somehow. But I really want to establish that Saturn square, because Saturn is going to really bring enemies. All right. The seventh house is a house of open enemies. So it's going to bring opposition towards the controversial nature of what you're meant to do, as the fourth house quality of your energy expresses your private understanding of power and control. It could even denote a very controlling family life. My youngest sister is a Libra rising, and one thing she had to deal with, whereas of course I had the freedom to make as much mistakes as I could, my mother would never really let her go out as much. Like, she was trapped in home kind of until she came of age, right? And there's a lot of factors in that. A lot of that had to do with South Node Capricorn. I mean, fourth house Capricorn, which also, you know, denotes a very wealthy family and heritage. You have ancestral power that is literally out of this world, but and comes on earth, but you know, very, 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 very revealing, especially considering that a whole lot of this relationship to your MC is going to uncover secrets of the system, uncover secrets of integrity, uncover hidden private elements of people's characters. But you want to think of outside influences perhaps undermining your legacy with Saturn. And now this is where this is interesting. It's meant to happen because those outside enemy influences that throw shade, which you'll be receptive to because your moon is literally opposite this. So moon in Libra with Libra rising is, you're so intelligent, you intuitively can sense the vocal tonation and actions that people make. So like in an intuitive way, not in objectively logical way, but an intuitive, subjectively logical way, which I know doesn't make the most sense. You're able to literally intuit who a person is. You like, someone can smile at you and say something, and then your Libra moon will be like, you motherfucker, you did not mean it like that. And like, this has potential to be gaslighted, except you're on point. So like, you're not just going to call stuff out that can't be proven. Your timing is too on point. So something to keep in mind, Saturn is going to bring open enemies so you can sun them. And it's almost as if your haters and open critics are going to be the reason for your success. It's almost as if like WWE, they're kind of partners. Because like, you kind of need somebody to openly criticize you so that you gain credibility as they lose credibility. Anytime they kind of use it's that kind of dynamic between hero versus villain. I don't like to use that because it sets up this false good bad duality, but because that the Saturn doesn't always have to be negative. In fact, Saturn in the seventh is your integrity of authenticity with others and the inspirational quality with which you aren't afraid to be hard on other people who you care about. But once again, like, I really sense a lot this open hatred that doesn't have to be in your face, but you're not stupid, you sense, and is not personal. It's more so like a demonic exorcism type impure energy thing. But this definitely is going to bring that. So this is why I started the reading off with, let's just keep it factual. Do they have the peak awareness of power and ascension? I don't think so. I mean, the astronomical odds of the sun being on Neptune, 29 degrees, will probably never, ever, 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 ever happen again. There's only like a few people of you born here, and not everyone was born in the same place as you. So like you are one of the very, 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 very extremely few representatives that has this power. And you know what they say, with great power comes great food. I mean, responsibility. Yes, responsibility. And you're gonna learn as you get older, even though you've been old as a young age, that more power, more responsibility, more control, more money, more problems. Oh yeah. But let me not spoil that for you. It doesn't change the fact that you're one of the most celestial and incredible beings, or rather one of the most incredible beings and characters that exist. And I really want to stress that. That's the reason why I go out of my way to do these readings, because if you really listen to the narrative of the uninitiated, they want to make you feel you're a sinner. They want to make you feel like you're just material, you're not cool, you're not special, when clearly science through the stars has something completely different to say about that. And you're a leader. Let's just be honest. You don't just have this power, like you're here to use it. Capricorn is literally I use. And there's a facet of you that is kind of dark, in that, because Capricorn is cruel. Like Capricorn is the taskmaster. Saturn, it's going to whip you. Like, get to work. Get to work. Are you having a break? Get to work. But I mean, they're not that hard, but even though they're the hardest, but next to Taurus, and the realist like Virgo. But this is very, very important, because a lot of abilities that you inherit will very powerfully incorporate the continual development of your psychic abilities, which, I mean, just being in proximity with you awakens others. Think of yourself as a Wi-Fi connector to God, and like people's signal just gets stronger. People are more psychic around you. Most people may never know it's because you are a literal incarnation of true power. Okay, when you have air moons, true. When you have cardinal signs, power. And this is like superpower. So yeah, I mean, you don't have superpower. You are superpowers. This is so very important. So like, once again, like Capricorn is cruel. And like, it's not bad that Capricorn is cruel. Like, sometimes if you think about everything, hate, you know what I'm saying? Hate isn't bad. If I hate rapists, am I really wrong? You know what I'm saying? If I like, it depends, how you use the energy. So like, you have this underlying cruelty towards people who lack integrity. And you are the type of person that can laugh at people who hate on you, because you know how meaningless they are. Seriously. Like, I'm not going to say it doesn't annoy you or get to you, but you're so secure in your power. And that's not to say you might not have insecurities every now and then, but you're so secure in your power. This internal locus of control doesn't necessarily allow you to be perturbed. It's like your aura has Teflon. And I mean, it makes sense, because your personality, soul, and spirit are the two most powerful zodiac signs ever. There's a hidden mystery to Capricorn that's awakening now, literally now, and especially through you, once Pluto goes over this 2023, like in March. Once again, like you're very similar to me. With Moon Saturn placements conjunct or opposite, we kind of draw evil out of others. Like, and I know it's weird to say, it's like, if people haven't resolved a control of emotions or integrity, we're going to trigger them so it comes out and it be dealt with and seen for what it is. So like, the person could be the most well-meaning, but you're here to hold others accountable in integrity. Saturn in the zodiac is your authority, and you're an authority when it comes to authenticity, originality, passion, and excitement. Even when it comes to original inventions, because now the intensity of Pluto and Sagittarius is going to take your ability to see through the meaning and communicate at the depth of intensity in order to stabilize this vision and apply it directly to people's characters. This can sound something like, you know, you're a very amazing individual. I mean, you show up late every day, and it makes me question if you even have a sense of time and, you know anything. But I mean, damn, you're such an amazing person. That was such a horrible example. I wanted to kind of highlight how Libra can compliment you but diss you at the same time. But like, you see, you don't have the Aries energy, you have more of the Libra, so it's like balance. But that's not to say you're not straightforward. It's just you can maliciously murder someone with your words. Like, you can cut to their feelings because you're not just throwing shade at people. You have an inherent understanding of a person's character that is geared towards manifesting and sharpening their rawness and drawing out a more presentable artistic sense. As an AC in Libra, you're the love goddess, or so the artist, as I like to say, the cosmic celestial agent and liaison between the lower and higher world, thus you being next to the gateway of the gods. I mean, Libras are my favorite for a reason. But what's very interesting and awesome here is the ruler of your fourth house is in your seventh. The ruler of your seventh house is in your fifth. And the ruler of your rising is in your fourth. Whereas the ruler of your MC is in your first. So this definitely literally creates a circle, and that is not a coincidence. Let's do this again. The ruler of your rising and chart is in your fourth retrograde, ironically on my moon, which gives you, I mean, some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen have Venus in Capricorn and or Aquarius. And this is literally, it's not a coincidence. It's because this is the most powerful beauty before it's exalted in Pisces. And Venus in Capricorn represents your resolve at a very intimate way that allows you nothing but integrity in relationships. You add beauty practically. That's your love language. You're not just going to tell someone you love them. You're going to do something practical for them. Jeez. Wow. How real. That's amazing. It's incredible. The reason why this is so profound, though, is it just so happens the ruler of your chart is in the fourth. The ruler of your fourth is in your seventh. The ruler of your seventh, I was going to say is in your fourth, but is in your fifth. And, of course, the ruler of your 10th is in your first. So that first, fourth, seventh house connection blends in a way how you feel about your identity to understand in relation to others, so that you can understand others privately with your awareness, which now leads directly towards establishing that sense of authority towards others. When you establish your authority towards others, you have authority over other people. And let me explain this again. See, you already have Sun on Neptune. So like, this gives you awareness of the astral realm. Uranus is the causal realm. Neptune is the astral realm. And Saturn is material existence. So with your Sun in Capricorn, you make material elements of the astral realm. Astral projection, instant manifestation. Okay, I mean, you can directly hypnotize people just by looking in their eyes and telling them what to do, and they will do it. Let me say it again. You can directly hypnotize people by looking in their eyes with the intent to control them to do something, and they'll do it. This is why you have integrity over other people, because you can be trusted with power like this. You're not just going to control people and make them do your bidding, because your soul is fair and just. And you're able to call people out, because the Saturn in the seventh can attract, impatient people who are controlling with you. And your Libra moon's like, hold on. The thing, though, is Saturn is much more powerful than the moon. So this is not a tug of war. Anytime Saturn beefs with your moon, Saturn's going to win. And this is where your Capricorn needs to put the brakes on Saturn and kind of hold it back, so that you don't compromise too much towards others. You do this thing where like you're right all the time, and then other people disagree with you, and you're like, okay, I guess you're right. You know damn well they're not right. You know damn well they're not right. Stop it. You know damn well they're not right. And in your head, they're like, okay, I know I'm going to be right again. It's even worse because you know you're going to be right. And let's actually get into why you know, because I'm not just saying this. Okay, so are you kidding me? You have Uranus and Mars and Jupiter. That's one thing that amazed me about XXX Tentacion's chart. He also has Mars conjunct Jupiter. And I know he did this one video before his passing about, levitation, telekinesis. A lot of people don't know, as a Aqua Sun, Sag Moon, that's not just a video. Like, the dude has those superpowers for real. Like, he was showing you what he can do. And I know you got him too. So this is very important because by this point, you've already progressed into Aquarius and you're about to progress onto Mars and Jupiter. You're about to literally inherit, at age 26, your powers. Okay. I need to say this. Mars conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius is so strong. You have the god of war and the god of gods. Okay. So like your every action is larger than life. No cap. Literally no cap. This is Aqua. No, but like there's a genius to Mars and Aqua that allows you to think outside the box when you act. You act with the full knowledge of what you're doing. This is why, unlike me, I have Mars and Aries. Like, as smart as I can be, I do the dumbest things because like before I have the ability to think about what I'm doing, Aries has already done it. And now my Capricorn is like, you stupid idiot. Oh my God. But like before you do something, you know what you're doing. And like with Jupiter here, you don't have to think about it. It trines your moon. So like your soul is going to align. The receptivity of people's characters is going to align with the actions you take. Case in point, you look me in the eyes. In an instant, Neptune downloads and allows you to literally see my character. You have to understand the psychological processes of this are subatomic, so it's not really something that's going to be consciously processed. Oh, except you're a literal super goddess. So you have Mercury here, and you can consciously process it. So yes, you have telekinesis and telepathy, but that's obviously redundant. So you could look at me. Moon in Libra is going to literally give you a feel of who I am. And then Mars and Jupiter is going to allow you to know how to creatively act based off of what you feel about me. This is supreme and it's unparalleled. I know it may sound like I'm gassing you up, but when I see these in a 20 degrees, it's unparalleled. It's like you have to really you need to walk with the swag that not a single person in this world can fuck with you at all. Not like you don't already know that. But, given that Uranus is in your 8th, squaring your 5th, all right, given that Chiron's in your 2nd, opposing Uranus, you have allowed other people to undermine your greatness. And your own energy is pissed off at you at that, because you're always right. And you do this Libra thing where it's like, well, I know I'm always right, but maybe I still need to listen to other people. And Saturn and Aries is like, enforce your authority. Enforce your authority. What do you mean? You know you're always right. Why are you still arguing with these people? And so, that Moon in Libra, in an effort to gain cooperation, can unconsciously enable people to not take you as seriously as they should. I'm not going to lie. Saturn and Aries is a dick. So you cannot be nice with this. Like your Libra moon's going to want to polish it and be like, hey, I mean, you're ugly drunk, but let me not say that. You drink too much in ways that aren't the best. And see, I'm not trying to set this up that you're fake. You're just very receptive to how people can react to things. But you need to remember, no one can touch you, honestly. Chiron in your 2nd is healing the level of self-esteem. I have Chiron in the 2nd in Cancer, and I feel in Scorpio's way deeper. And it's just emotional wounds from trauma that make it near impossible to trust. And I mean, I'm not going to really convince you to trust anyone because most people are not trustworthy. Yeah, I said it. So the North Node is in your 12th house. And like, this is a sacred destiny that's really meant to uncover supernatural real magic. And I purposely leave that vague because it could apply to anything. 12th house North nodes are usually destined to help the less fortunate. In Virgo, this is going to have to do with a lot of behavioral cognitive development and resources. So you could take the resources of the divine lifestyle you live to really break down scientifically the science of spirituality, as well as, in my opinion, really, uncover your own real spiritual path. It's really personal to you. I wish I could be less vague, but I really hope you enjoyed this report. I mean, what can I say? You have one of the most incredible sun conjunctions ever. All right. And, own that. And you stay blessed as always. Peace.